My other drag racing videos from the U.S. Nationals and, well, IRP in general have gone over so well that I thought I would dig out these pictures from the 1984 U.S. Nationals that my mom took, especially for me, and I have held on to them for almost 38 years now, and that they remind me of my first look into what NHRA professional drag racers were. And then in 1985, the next year, I got to attend my first U.S. Nationals. But these pictures were taken on a Kodak 110 camera. I took the 110 film. So they're just small little pictures, and of course they're not nearly, they don't have the quality that what today's cameras have on our cell phones and whatnot.
But they were good enough for Michael Landon.
So I hope you enjoy these pictures, and I have mixed in some memories that I've made on my own down there over the years. Do you like pictures of drag racing cars from years ago? Do you? You do? Well, good. You're going to like this video then. How about a look at IRP and how it's changed over the last 38 years? Quite possibly the coolest guy in drag racing, Don the Snake Prudhomme. My first pass ever down a drag strip was in October of 2001 at IRP in my 2000 Trans Am. Unfortunately, I don't have any pictures from that first drag strip outing, 20 years ago, because I, didn't carry a camera like I did now, and phones didn't have cameras, and there was no social media or anything like that to have a reason to share it. So I have to enjoy this picture from April of 2003 instead. I'm pretty sure this is a Chevrolet C60 truck that's obviously been converted into a really trick race car hauler. And if you look closely, it's actually pulling a Firebird-bodied funny car. This would be the pit area of Hawaiian native Roland Leong in his Hawaiian Punch-sponsored Dodge Daytona funny car. And from the best I can tell, it was driven at the time by Mike Dunn, but Roland was known for being kind of hard to work with, so he had a lot of drivers over his career as a car owner. It's kind of neat to see how landmarks change over the years. If you look behind this Ford van conversion hauler, you'll see the fuel tanks. And then if you look at the picture from July of 2005, where I'm racing the 2000 Trans Am at Street Legal Drags down there at IRP, you'll see the fuel tanks in the background have aged a little. And then if you look at the photo from June of 2019, 35 years later from the time the first photo was taken, you'll see the tanks there in the background again. And this was also the first time that I had the 95 Firebird on a drag strip. Charlene's first drag racing experience was also at IRP in October of 2011 at the NMCA Finals, which was the first event that the NMCA held at Indianapolis. And since then, she has been with me to a few other NMCA finals and a streetcar takeover. My first pass with the 95 Firebird down a drag strip was at IRP in June of 2019. Talking about another first that wasn't such a great first. Charlene's first time watching me drag race in person was also at IRP, and here she is filming me as my car sprung a leak after the burnout, and they shut me down and pushed me off the track. Let me also add that I was very grateful that the track workers did see me have the leak. It was a coolant leak, and had I gone down the track and gotten the coolant under my tires, that could have been very bad. I'm very thankful for them for shutting me down, and I was able to go home and fix it and come back to race another day. Park's Tower opened a year before this photo was taken in 1983, and then fast forward nearly 30 years later, and I am parked behind it during the NMCA finals when I was in the car show. And then if you go 35 years later from the time the first photo was taken, there's a picture of me standing in front of the tower during the NMCA finals. Another great memory of IRP is the first Cletus and Cars Indy event that was held in May of 2021, and I attended and ran the 95 Firebird in the fun runs, and I had a blast. It was such a great time, and I can't wait. I'm already booked and tickets paid for the upcoming 2022 event on May 14th. Pictures like John Force's hauler and racing outfit from 1984 that shows us how things have changed over the years. As a kid, my next door neighbor raced a alcohol dragster, and I'm pretty sure that the dragster in the right lane, or the left-hand side of this photo, is him at the 1984 U.S. National.
True Street eliminations. And they just went on a 30-mile cruise, and then they have to make 3 consecutive laps.
This is my most recent pass at IRP, my third of 3 passes for the NMCA True Street class at the 2021 NMCA Finals. Ed the Ace McCulloch never won an NHRA championship, but he won the U.S. Nationals 6 times. Kenny Bernstein's 84 Ford Tempo body, it got a little swoopier looking in 85, and then of course, anybody that follows NHRA knows about the Batmobile Buick later on. Here's a blast from the past, I guess you could say. This is the photo of me in the Pontiac display on the Manufacturers Midway during the 2000 U.S. Nationals. They had a little photo thing there. You could stop and get a free picture in front of Tom Martino's Pro Stock Firebird show car. The winners of the 1984 U.S. Nationals were in Top Fuel, Don Garlitz, who returned after a 5-year hiatus. In Funny Car, it was Jim Head, who is currently a team owner with driver Blake Alexander. And in Pro Stock, it was Warren Johnson. And unfortunately, I don't have any photos of the Pro Stock cars. Another item that has changed greatly over the years would be the bleachers, as you can see behind this Funny Car that is getting ready to back up from its burnout, and then my trip down the return road in April 2003. Heck, I even parked under them in May of 2017 at a streetcar takeover event at IRP. I've included this photo of Shirley Muldowney's hauler for a few reasons. First of most, my dad was not a fan of hers, and had nothing to do with her being a woman. It was some other reasons, but he was not a fan, and he would probably be pretty upset knowing that I put this picture in this video. And I'm really surprised that my mom was able to sneak a photo of this truck and trailer to begin with because of that fact. She obviously wasn't there racing because it was in June of 1984 that she had her really bad wreck, and I don't think she got out of the hospital of Canada until like middle of August. So maybe it was just there for, you know, sponsorship reasons. But anyway, I thought I'd include it and throw in a little backstory as to why. Thanks for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed seeing the pictures and enjoyed them for what they were. The grainy, what was high quality at the time, 30 plus years ago. To today's standards, cameras are way better. But I enjoy that aspect of it, and I hope you did too. And thanks for watching.